I think I myself, I'm very surprised about this differentiation of different markets that we see there, like Flaconi and elevators. Did not expect to see so many broad things on the market, and what all comes together in the ESG topic. I think that's the beauty about it. So every okay. Ooh. That seems to be very close. Okay, I will just go on. And I think I'm the nerd here, and at least the third speaker is the nerd now, because I'm engineer. Yeah. I'm 25 years with the company. I'm the sustainability lead for the Pharma division. So we have 18 sites. I was coming from the energy part, now sustainability lead. So I will talk now about buildings, intelligent buildings, and about something that you all should take with you, product carbon footprints, because this is the new, let's say, money that you pay with, that you can help your business cases getting to a success. So as I'm an engineer, I would like to take you with me in the Pharma business. So I did not take any marketing slides or strategy slides, because I only have 15 minutes, and I'm between you and the market and the coffee break. Yeah, and that's important as well. So let's start here. As an engineer, and now we started this sustainability journey 5 years ago. And you all have, probably most of you have a 10 years time frame. So we're in the middle of this 10 years time frame, meaning that we are not going to talk about what we're going to do. So we should talk about what we have done and what we will continue doing, because we're not executing all the strategy. So I did not pick any strategy slides. But in the roundtable, I would like to answer any questions that are around that. So I brought a nice building use case. But before that, I would like to tell you, so the buildings are mainly looking the same all the time. But beyond the surface, there's a lot going on in this building technology. So we need more flexibility in buildings. So it doesn't make sense to pay a lot of capex for a building that at the end you don't use. So because then you pay the idle costs as well. So you pay double. So you need something flexible that you can use for a lot of use cases. So it should be multi-product, multi-modality, multi-use. Of course, building on the knowledge of heat pumps, of using green energy, of using intelligent HVAC systems. Heating, ventilation is usually our biggest consumer in our plants. And that's why I would just continue with one nice example in Berkeley. So Berkeley is one of our production sites. It's a biotech site, Berkeley, California, where we now won a prize. So my boss has been traveling to the US, won a prize about this ISPE Facility of the Year, which is a facility that I don't see the PV plant. Okay, this is an early picture. So now there's a lot of PV on the top of the roof and a heat pump. Believe me, if you go there, you see this. And what we usually have in pharma business is that all of the stuff will be produced in clean rooms. So HVAC, air conditioning, is one of the biggest drivers. So even humidity, if you can bring down the humidity at a certain level, you can save more than this 200 tons. I mean, nice to see the 200 tons that you save, but with a little bit humidity, you can save so much in HVAC systems. And here you see that we are going to go for really the least air changes, and that we, of course, take off the AHUs, the air handling units, during off hours when we do not use them. And behind this project, this was the first project that we really installed big heat pumps. And nice, funny stories behind that I would like to answer in the roundtable. Not now, I only have 15 minutes. But of course, we now were able to put in everything we have. So there's a molecule, carbon, we put away by using a heat pump. Then the rest, usually you have to do with sterile steam. So sterile steam we produce now with green energy. And the whole factory is now regarded as a lean platinum. So more, you cannot reach more. And the guys in the US did a very nice job in bringing down all the emissions to this extent. And what's behind it might be interesting. And now we come to the business cases behind it. I don't know if you have ever been in a chemical or in a biotech facility. Yeah, you're already nodding. Some of you might be engineers. So, as I said, when you pay so much capex, you want that it's been used and not to pay idle costs. So, and what we are doing here now is to have such a flexible environment that we can, of course, go for monoclonal antibodies in an oncology spectrum where we want to get rid of cancer, or we have cell and gene therapy. This is the two branches that are coming up a lot at the moment. So you might have read that we are now about to develop first time a Parkinson medicine that is really destroying the disease completely. And we bought two companies, and one has a cell therapy drug and the other one has a gene therapy drug. And we don't know which one would be successful. So we had to install something that would be able to produce the one or the other. So we now have flexible walls. We can do a lot with this facility, I don't know which company would win, but I hope in 2027 we will have a drug against Parkinson. Now the second big point where, of course, I hope that you are already on the journey is the carbon footprints. Usually in the first 5 years, we talked a lot about how much carbon footprint does this facility has, or this country, or this company. And now we are reducing it to the spot of the product. And the product itself needs to be delivered more and more with a sheet of paper that says the product carbon footprint of this stock keeping unit is this and that gram per kilogram of product. So of course the biggest challenge for us is that 80% of all the data that we need for calculation is in our supply chain. So we have 95,000 suppliers, and hardly 1% of them are able to deliver primary data to us, so product carbon footprints. Most of them do not bring us anything. Some weighted ones, rough ones, low data quality, but at least carbon footprints. So it's hard to do anything with that. So what we can do in our own scope is our own factories, as I said, to bring down the emissions as far as possible. But I think everybody should now really think about the carbon footprints, because you cannot take part in tender negotiations any longer when you don't bring the carbon footprints. And there you see, when you look at France or Great Britain, they already said, the NHS said, until 2028, all of your products should have a carbon footprint. And we are not so far yet. But France is already taking a step ahead. Okay, this year already we want to see everything, certain products, but this should come with a carbon footprint. That's why it's so important to get on this journey and to calculate it. And what we have done is, maybe as an inspiration for you, when you have so many products, which is to develop the methodology and to let this methodology be certified. That's what we've done with the TÜV Rheinland 2 years ago. So now we are able to develop our own calculation and to write it down on a sheet of paper. And then it is, because of this, it has a quality stamp, and we can take part in tender business or in tender negotiations. Actually, I have to say that again, France is doing the next step. So they want us that we deliver already life cycle assessments by August this year. So we have to now to look out for a nice LCA tool. Otherwise, we cannot take part in the tender business. So it's now really, it's getting the grip now. It's no longer sheets of paper and presentations. It's really executing and pressure. And that's why I think you all should know or should look at your own sector, your own branch where you are. Is this coming in the next years or not? I believe it will come. And it's good that it's coming. So what we've done is, we have, of course, energy monitoring systems. We have emission factors multiplied with the machine hours. Then we can say, okay, this is the product spectrum that belongs to this product. And then, of course, we see immediately where are still the fossil levers, where we have to be better, of course. And I think this is something that has to be like you get a phone call, and next week you should have it ready. And we are not there yet, but we are making a lot of progress in the last 6 months. So this is maybe something that makes you thinking about doing something like that in your own company, because this is the second part. The product competitiveness is increasingly required by customers, and it's a must to sell products. Green facility needs less capex and reduced carbon significantly. And of course, highly flexible design is key to be future-proof. And with that, I will open maybe the break for coffee or some questions, I don't know. But thank a lot for your attention.